The conflict has hugely impacted the healthcare sector in Yemen. Women bear the brunt of this grinding war. Yemeni women do not have access to proper medical care. Mariam, a pregnant woman who was diagnosed with cancer, struggles to receive medical treatment due to poverty. The following report has more on Mariam's story.
About a year ago, 20-year-old Mariam was diagnosed with malignant cancer after visiting a number of health clinics and private centers in Hajjah, where doctors were unable to diagnose and treat her. She decided to brave the arduous journey to Taiz to seek treatment.
I have been struggling with cancer for a year. We used to live in Hajjah, where there were no hospitals. I moved to Taiz to seek treatment here.
When the pain became too much to bear, Mariam, along with her husband and grandmother, set out to cross the sea in search of treatment. They traversed treacherous waters on a small raft, from Midi in the north to Al-Khoukha in the south. After 2 days of traveling, they moored at Khoukha's coast, where they set out to visit Al-Amal Center for cancer treatment in Taiz. Mariam's grandmother, Muhsina, tells the painful story of their travels.
We left Hajjah by sea. We were in the water for 2 days, and when we docked at Taiz, we had no money. Even though the treatment was free, we didn't have money for transportation or housing. We had nothing.
Mariam, who carries inside her a fetus that might never make it, is enduring chemotherapy while struggling to preserve her baby's health.
She didn't realize she was expecting until much later in the pregnancy. When we ran tests, we affirmed that the tumor was malignant. We also had to check on her baby. If the pregnancy was at an early stage, we could have taken certain precautions to ensure the mother's survival. However, we transferred her to a gynecologist who let us know she was 5 months pregnant. As such, the only viable course was for Mariam to start chemotherapy, which wouldn't affect her pregnancy.
The suffering of cancer patients in Yemen is exacerbated by the added burdens of conflict, displacement, pervasive poverty, and hunger. In Mariam's case, her suffering is compounded by the fate of an unborn child hanging in balance.